Okay, I'm about to inject myself with testosterone, and my awesome roomie Kevin's gonna film it for me, but I'm not gonna show him on the camera, as per request. Okay, can you film me? Do the thing?
Should I just hold it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you just filmed yourself.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna wash my hands first. In order to do that, we're gonna go into the bathroom, practice some good hygiene. Clean off all those naughty germs. So you'll notice I have a Band-Aid on my middle finger. While I was rummaging through a box for alcohol wipes, I accidentally encountered a spilled container of push pins that decided to take up residence inside my finger. And you know, I'm recognizing that towels can have germs on them, but this one's fairly clean, so whatever. Alright, we're cleanish. We're cleanish now. I feel so weird on camera. Alright, so welcome to my laboratory. Here's the cute, tiny, oh shit. Well, that was the lid, that's not important. Here's the cute, tiny little vial of testosterone. It's 200 milligrams per milliliter, and my prescription right now is 0.3 milliliters, so that's 60 milligrams. When I was on it previously, I was on, I'm just gonna get this ready while I'm talking. I was on 50 milligrams, and then they bumped me up to 80. But I recently learned that if you have too much of it, it can just convert back into estrogen, and that's not what we want right now. Okay, so I have this fella here, this shiny boy, and these two fellows. These fellows are a 22 gauge 1-inch needle and a 25 gauge 5/8 inch needle, and we're going to use the 22 gauge to extract the testosterone out of its adorable tiny vial, because it is floating around in cottonseed oil, and so it's really thick. So we use a thicker needle to get it out of the vial, and then a thinner needle to inject it into the muscle. So we take our thick boy right here. Actually, you know what? I'm just like the worst. I'm the worst person in the universe, because this is what we want to do first. We take our alcohol pad. We swipe the top of this to kill those tiny little germ boys before they decide to crawl around in my muscle. So germ boys are dead. Thick boy here. God, I'm about to stab myself. So we screw that on. And we want to pull this plunger back to the dosage that I'm going to have, which I said was 0.3. And I'm going to go a little bit further, and I'll explain why later. So we uncap it. We pulled it back because we don't want there to be a vacuum created in the vial when we extract it, so we push the air in to compensate for the liquid we're taking out. And we are taking out, can you see that all right? Or I can do it kind of like doing it like this. We're going to be taking out 0.3. Is that even filling up at all?
It's not focusing.
WTF.
There it is.
You know? Hold on. Either that is pristine as hell or it's not working. You know, we'll find out in a second. So, it should be working. Alright, I'm gonna go a little bit more than this. Oh. Do you see how there's a tiny little air bubble in here? If you see an air bubble, you can just push it back. Oh, you know, motherfucker. It's not even sucking. Why aren't you sucking? Oh, hang on. Here we go. Hold on. I'm making sure all the air's in there. Oh, okay. So, I'll explain what the problem was. I pushed all the air in, and then I was trying to draw from, like, the top part, so it was just sucking the air back in there. Okay, so I'm going to make sure the needle's down here. All the air is pushed in, and I'm going to draw. There's a lot of resistance, because it's thick. There we go. Okay. Now it's starting to fill up. Okay. I can pull back more than my dose because I can push the air back. You know, give me a break. It's been years. Holy shit. This is tough. Ah. Okay. Is it still not focusing at all?
It's focused.
Okay, cool. Yay, I got that sweet nectar.
Adrian Donovan Scott
Hey.
did heart eyes.
Aw.
And then said, congrats.
Hey, buddy. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going a little more than my dose. Just to make sure all the air bubbles are out. And the other reason I'll show you in a second. We're going to recap this needle and replace it with the skinnier one that's going to go into my muscle. Just twist that off. Put that on there. And we're going to set that aside for a second. So I used one of the alcohol pads for cleaning the top of this. Now I'm going to take a drink of water. Because this is really cool. And I'm really excited to be able to have this after years of not having it. So I'm going to get my...
My phone didn't work.
Your phone fell. I'm not a nurse or a doctor, so I'm probably not explaining this the best way. I'm talking so that I'll be less nervous. But I'm going to do the injection on my thigh. And the way we do that is you can look. There's like moths flying around me. Okay. You want to sort of draw an imaginary line here that separates the thigh into 3 parts this way, and then 3 parts this way. So you have like the outside part, the middle part, and then you have the top, lower, and the middle part. And we want to do it in the middle outside section here. And luckily for me, I have these 2 little freckles, and if I do it right here, it makes kind of a Illuminati triangle. And so I kind of get a kick out of doing the injection right there, because when I do it, then it like makes it a pseudo freckle, and then I feel like I'm a part of some conspiracy. Anyway, we're gonna clean off that area. So if we look at the needle again. Whew. Okay. Oh, this is way tinier than the last one I used. By the way, I found out that you use a 1-inch needle if you're injecting in your butt, and you use a 5/8 needle if you're injecting in your thigh, because you don't need as much. I'm checking. And flick to make sure there's no little air bubbles. There's one right here, so we want to push that out. Did I get enough even? Shit. It's just settling there. Look at it all smug. Do you see that? Okay, anyway. So I'm pushing the last of that air bubble out, and there's also a tiny drop of liquid that's going to slide down the top there, and that lubricates the needle so that it goes into the thigh easier. Okay, it looks like I'm going to get slightly less just because I don't want that air bubble to be in there. Ever so slightly.
Georgie Ramirez says must have had good practice with heroin.
Nope. Though I wouldn't judge if you did. Okay, now this is the part where it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's fine because I know how to do it without causing too much pain. So I'm going to hold it right here at the little crux part. And the way to not have pain is to, instead of swinging your hand like this, you want to hinge at the wrist. And make sure the needle's going in at a 90-degree angle to the skin. And also that your muscle is completely relaxed. So take a breath, a couple breaths, stretch the skin out like that, hinge, and just push it in like that. And before we want to inject the medicine, we pull back just to make sure it's not in a blood vessel. All right, it's good. And then you push down slowly, taking about 10 seconds to push all the medicine in. And it's thick, so it probably won't go much faster. And keep your muscle relaxed. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, there's a lot more resistance than you would think. So just keep pushing. And I felt nothing, by the way. I felt no pain whatsoever. Did that go all the way down? I think so. Okay. Cool. So we pull out fast, and then kind of massage the area for a few seconds to get it dispersed.
Giorgio Ramirez says Insta-swole.
Insta-swole. And, okay, I found this adorable tiny thing. Where'd the adorable tiny thing go? Oh my god. Where's my tiny adorable thing? Okay, well, I did have a tiny, tiny, cute little Band-Aid, but then I decided that I wanted a real, you know, like... I'm not endorsing Walgreens. Why use Band-Aids when you can use Wall-Aids? Okay, and I just want to do this because I don't want germs to crawl in there. Okay. Yay! And then, oh, I forgot. I recap this, and I have this sharps container that I would put these in if I weren't going to make an art project out of them. So we're gonna ignore this. Okay. The end. Yay. Whoa. Okay, I just put testosterone in my body, and in about 30 minutes I'm gonna get really hungry. And I'll let y'all know how it makes me feel. Yay.